Wakey, wakey, hand on snaky. What's good? What's good? What's good? Early bird gets the worm. But I haven't been to sleep yet, so I wouldn't know. I got too much work to do to be asleep. What's up? Know the ledge? Yeah, let's get into it, man. See, I use the end of it like a pick, like a toothpick, to get the food out. Now, works better than flossing. That's why I had such pretty teeth. I don't need the bleach. Now, Lupe and Royce the 5'9". This has been going on for a while, for a long time. This has actually went on like a year ago. These two have always sent some remarks back and forth with nothing really coming of it. Then they come back brotherly, and then they get back to this situation that you see here. And I remember they were just conversating in the chat. And, you know, Lupe is a martial artist. Not only is he an MC and a rapper who can hold it down, Chi-Town, you know, but he's also a martial artist. So Royce wanted to make fun of that and was like, yo, we're not talking about karate flicks and all this. And he was like, oh, you want to talk about karate, but you're a martial artist. Talking about him being with Marshall Mathers, Eminem. He's a martial artist. So I already know where Lupe's at lyrically. Just that one line finished Royce before there was even a battle. It was over. So I knew this before going into this. I knew it was already done. I knew it was already done. He's too witty. And a guy, and Royce always tries to make fun of the fact that, hey, you know, like, I'm a gangster. Look at me. He's like, when I saw that line, I was like, damn. Yep. When he's like, you're a martial artist. I knew it then. It was over. So when the battle started to ensue, Royce came subliminally on a lot of things. And then when he only had a couple of lines. Dude, Lupe did a 9-minute freestyle on IG, and it took him a week to respond. That was a problem. Now, I knew that would be talked about because he did the same thing his boss did. Eminem had to sit back for almost 2 weeks before he could respond back to MGK. That's how powerful MGK response was. It shook up Eminem's life. He had to sit on the couch and talk to Sway. If MGK responded with another song, if he wasn't with Interscope and was with another company, and he was allowed to make another song about Eminem, he would have killed him. He'd have took him right out. He was done. And see, the problem is Royce went first. Still trying to make fun of Lupe like he's a nerd. Like, yeah, he's a nerd. Silence of the Lambda. And it was a nice song. It was all right, the beat and all that, but he's just rapping about a bunch of nothing really. He's just rhyming words. And then he'll throw a couple of punchlines in there, and I'm trying to listen to what he's talking about. And he's talking about mainly like, oh, you just mad and you battling other rappers and you just battling people, and you got more white friends than black friends. He's trying to go there, and I was like, okay, he had like 2 points in this whole 6-minute freestyle. Then I listened to Lupe, as Lupe just basically showed him what rapping, having actual skill is like. And he just destroyed this man's life, actually talking about him. And that's what the battle rap was supposed to be about. A Chicago bias? No. This is actually a guy that's just better. If you listen to Lupe and you listen to Royce, Lupe's was better. Royce could actually put that song out as a track, and nobody would even know he's probably talking about Lupe, unless somebody told him. I mean, really, it's a bunch of words being rapped, right? It's a bunch of words being rhymed and all this stuff to do the flows and all that, but it's nothing really. It's only like two punches or 2-3 blows landed. So it's a bunch of flurries with nothing landing. Lupe was landing from the moment it started. From the moment he started landing. And it was just brutal. And everybody was waiting for him to use the Eminem analogy, but he's already stated that. That's so obvious. And he brought out other factors. You're only an artist that can only get pushed by another artist. That's true. If it wasn't for Primo, you would be and another and another and there's so many others I can say So he did it without even mentioning him, and it was crucial that he did it that way. It was lyrically genius he did it that way. Like, you only promote about, why don't you try to help clean up your city? One day you Malcolm X, the next day you a gangster. Tired of these Mountain Dew drinking. Mountain Dew energy drink drinking. One day Malcolm X, next day they gangsters. Man. What, there's people that think Royce won? If anybody in here from the D even think he won, you gotta be insane. You are insane, or you know nothing about rap, or you just an Eminem nut hugger. Because ain't no damn way Royce the 5'9" would ever beat Lupe in a damn lyrical battle. Anybody who know that, I mean, anybody who know rap would know that right off the bat. All you gotta do is listen to the records. I listened to both. If Royce would have won, I would have told you Royce won. I told you why Royce just lost. He was rhyming a bunch of words that went nowhere. Royce was landing blows. Real hurtful facts. Jay-Z think I'm Jay-Z. Nas think I'm Nas. See? They think he is what they are. He's a rapper's rapper. Nobody talking about you, Royce. Nobody. I'm telling you, dog. Lupe is a monster. Y'all didn't, I'm telling you, go back and listen to Drogas Wave. 1 and 2, all 20-something songs. Listen to the Drogas Wave. That is some of the most potent hip-hop you probably have heard in the last 5 years. When you see the name of those songs and listen to what he's saying, go Google the names of those songs. The people that he named as the title of those records. Trying to tell you, boy, he was trying to teach you something. Trying to teach you. Of course, Lupe and Black Thought can go at it because they cerebral. They got real knowledge. They could really flow. But the difference is his style is more relatable to Kendrick. Lupe, Kendrick, King Los, those guys, that's mostly free form hip hop. They can do the structured flow. But see, the way Royce just rhymed, that's the only thing he could do. That's the only way he can rap. That's the, beside him rapping way off beat, that's the only flow Royce got. Royce been rapping in that 1996 flow forever. That's all he got. Now, I mean, he's improved a little bit with his, he's modernized most of his bars. He's not using 1990 metaphors anymore. See, he's cleaned some of that up. But that flow is still 1996. And he's still using that flow. And it's decent, but it's one-dimensional. If you listen to Lupe just rap, dude, you heard about 3-4 different styles in like milliseconds. Like he said, it took you a week to respond. I'm press play and record. You got to get comfortable to make a record. You got to wait for the right beat. You got to I'm press play and go. It's over, dog. Joe, I'm glad you said that because he just said that. You are only known as an artist that gets pushed by another artist. If it wasn't for Primo, you wouldn't be. If it wasn't for this, you wouldn't be. And I could name a couple of other. And you wouldn't have been nothing if it wasn't for them. Dog, Lupe is a real MC. And when you run into a real MC, they're very rare. Like, see, this is why Kendrick and the Big Sean, I always told people that Big Sean is better lyrically. He's a better lyricist, but Big Sean only has one flow. He has one style in how he raps. He's very poignant when it comes to that pen. And you guys underrate him. He's way better than Royce. And I tried to tell you this a long time ago. I'm like, Royce the 5'9", y'all so caught up on this Eminem hype train because he's standing there with Eminem. He's, oh man, Royce is just this, man. Royce, man, you be hating on Royce. I'm like, dog, Big Sean will eat his lunch. Big Sean will eat that boy's lunch. Did you hear the song with Royce and Big Sean on it? Did you hear Eminem and Big Sean? Did you see Eminem get ate for lunch on a Big Sean by Big Sean? Oh, you don't remember that? He was like, oh, Eminem didn't want to do that because he was featuring. He's trying to help Big Sean out, so he didn't want to outdo him. That's what y'all said. Now y'all in here trying to act like Eminem had a better verse than Big Sean. Don't front. Don't front. Tell this guy the name of the song with Eminem and Big Sean on it, because he seems to have forgotten. Inform him of the record, please. There you go. No favors. It's on YouTube. Go listen to No Favors. Then come back and apologize to Carcino. Master Ace would eat his lunch. Master Ace would eat Royce's lunch. Royce had a flow that was good for like 96, 97. But his lyrical inclination is not that high. He had a good delivery at first that he would just start going off beat. He didn't know how to keep the flow and stay on beat and get back. So you had to have a good producer with you that could do that. And I used to hate Royce's flow because he would always go off beat. And then the sound would sound crazy. And I'm like, this song is retarded. And then once he started doing these primes with Primo probably told him, like, look, man, I'm going to put a pause here so you can catch up to the song and we'll fix it. So he always needed somebody to push him. The Book of Ryan is his best work he's ever done. That was my only time listening to Royce and saying Royce did something great. And that was the Book of Ryan. Them primes, well, they was all right, mostly because of Primo beats. So that's all I really remember about him is Primo. Now, because he don't stay on beat. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. He's way off track. But on the Book of Ryan, he was on the beat. He was like, I'm on beat this time. I'm like, all right. He's on beat. I mean, this is like boy versus man. You know, it's like somebody who's dated and can only do one thing. This is why Kendrick and Big Sean, like I already said, Big Sean is the better lyrical, but everybody's blinded by the toxin of Kendrick Lamar and popularity and fame. They just like, Kendrick's the best rapper ever. He's like the greatest ever. It's Kendrick. And I'll be like, well, tell me a Kendrick line. It's Kendrick. I'll be like, thank you. That's all I needed to hear. That's why I just asked you to tell me a line. Remember when he said that your shit ain't bumping unless you got some Kendrick in it? Oh my God. I'll be like, thank you. You've answered my question tremendously. I will never ask you again. You're right. So, and this is not a diss to Kendrick. Kendrick is outstanding because he's a different type of MC. He free form rap. His rapping style, and he does make a lot of points in the rhyme, but it's different. He can make a bunch of nothing sound incredible, even when he's rhyming, because he's changing styles as he raps. But when he sits down and really gets busy, he embarrassed Jay-Z. That's why Jay-Z ain't been on another damn song with Kendrick ever again. Jay-Z tried to do a surprise. You killing my vibe? Oh my God. Malika Hill, if you can't keep up, if you can't keep up, I don't know what to say for you. We don't lie to people here. We give people the truth. Jay-Z got destroyed on Killing My Vibe. And that's why he did not know Kendrick was going to add another verse. He was just going on there, and they couldn't add. When Jay-Z do a song and he give you a verse, you can't add another person to the song unless he approves it. And Jay don't approve nobody else coming on the song if he's on there. He knows who's coming on or whatever. So he know Kendrick was there. No other new artist is coming on but Kendrick, just him and Kendrick. Because he don't want his verse on there with a bunch of other people on there jumping on the track. And then Jay end up promoting a bunch of dudes he don't even know. So nah, only Kendrick. But what he didn't know is after he laid that verse, Kendrick laid about a 4-minute verse that was one of his best. Oh my goodness, it was vicious. Oh, I'm staying good. I'm staying near the crib. J. Cole? Oh, J. Cole, that business. You know that. Good morning. Shoot, it's almost good night for me. I ain't been to sleep yet. Near my bedtime. My hate for Royce. I don't hate Royce. I gave him a perfect rating for the Book of Ryan. That was an accomplishment of all accomplishments, was that album. I nominated that one for Album of the Year. Are you kidding me? If you're good and you do something good, I'm going to credit you for it. That was the best accomplishment he ever did because he dropped his ego for a minute. And he was like, look, I'm not Royce, I'm Ryan. I'm Ryan Montgomery. And he was rhyming the Book of Ryan, talking about his life, his problems drinking. He talked about a lot of different things on there. And I said, wow, where have this guy been? Is this the Royce that people kept talking about and we only hear about? Did he just stay in the basement his whole career? Or is he just holding Eminem coattail this long for nothing? And now he's finally ready to come out and flourish. Then that ego started to come back. And he started feeling he could tell everybody about anything. And like he's the end all be all of hip hop. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. Don't let that one album go to your head. Then his next album came out and it was like, this is a little subpar. You slipping again, champ. Slipping it. Slipping it, slipping it, slipping it. Oh, hell no. He ain't better than no Lloyd Banks. At what? At rapping? What? No, we still waiting on my other stuff, but so far this is what we got. The sound bar is gone. We got the middle section. We got the receiver now. We just got to get the speakers in. Then I got to move these boxes out. We finna have this thing cranking. We got Dolby Atmos. For real. I got high ceilings, dog. Like really, really high ceilings. So for me, it's different. So I need the sound cranking. You ain't lying, my electric bill is high, baby, high. Up to the sky. So, I mean, Lupe is just an all-around better MC. Period. That's just it. I'm up early? No, I'm up late. Because when I go to bed, y'all are up and conducting yourselves and moving around. The new Kanye album, I haven't really heard it yet. There's some other things we're going to talk about later. I got a video coming out on. I got some stuff y'all ain't never heard that we're going to get down on, and we're going to have to do 2 versions of it. It's about Pac. So it's a lot coming, and people going to want to check that out. Some of it got to be for the Patreon. No, I didn't know the new Power was even out. I missed the premiere date and everything. I think because it came on the same day as the finals or something. But I'm going to check out that tonight. I saw Snake Eyes, the movie Snake Eyes, and man, this chick pissed me off, man, because, woo, she pissed me off. I mean, you weren't born. I'm like, I was alive when these people were alive. I know what I'm talking about. Me and her guy, that's why I can't have discussions. You know, you can't have the certain discussions with certain people. Like, say you know about PlayStation, and then your girlfriend finna come in and start telling you what she learned about PlayStation 5 minutes ago. And she gonna give you a lesson on PlayStation and telling you about PlayStation and play John Madden football. Because see, you doing that wrong. You should be in this formation because I read about it in the Facebook group. Because these people, they play. I'll be like. So she's trying to tell me about what I should be making on my YouTube channel. Then she's trying to give me words of what she heard from some damn documentary on A&E. I'm like, I know more than damn A&E, because A&E, 90% of that is bull crap. And see, me, what I have to learn, because in a relationship, you have to do that. You have to know it's not always about you. You have to know one thing for sure, two things for certain. And the two things for certain was clear. And the clear thing was this. Always, and I mean always, never tell them exactly how you feel or think. I have to just learn that because I come from the cuff. I just say things, and I had to learn. You don't always have to just say anything. Just let it go. Let it ride. Me, I always have to say stuff, just say it. I'm like, man. I'm like, look, this is how I feel. Because me, I feel a lot better doing that. When people say I got a girl, it's like this. I date. I don't commit. I'm leasing with an option to buy. There's no commitment here. We're friends. That's what we are. She's a female acquaintance. Roomies, I don't know. She ain't living with me. She gonna have her own place. Nah. She like, what you get that big house for if you ain't trying to start a family and move somebody in? I'm like, when I want to move somebody else in my house, I got this place because I need this space. I'll walk all the way around this house. I get good exercise. She don't even like LeBron. She don't know nothing about LeBron. She knows of LeBron. She's never seen a LeBron game in her life. Only thing she knows is Michael Jordan and LeBron, and she probably think they both played at the same damn time. Oh, no. Does anybody in here believe Royce won? Is there a human soul in here who believe Royce the 5'9" won? Don't you know I'm more advanced than that? She's not listening. This thing said Lupe Fiasco. She's not listening. Trust me. Now, if I'd have said Safari and Erica Mena are arguing over the baby and all of this, or Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives of Atlanta or something, then yeah, she'd have been right over here. And when we start talking about Lupe Fiasco and Royce the 5'9", Lupe, and who is she? And she don't know what's going on. Lupe just bought a Rolls Royce. I'd be like, no, don't, just go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. She don't know what's going on. Yeah, that's my bar that somebody didn't stole. I forgot who it was. I used to have that in a rap song. I don't tell my woman nothing when I'm going and coming. They always got to guess what I do. That's why I call my girl Wonder Woman. Man, somebody stole that line from me, and dude was like, man, dude's like, I'm taking that. That's ill. I was like, that's true. I call her Wonder Woman. I don't tell her what I'm doing. She got to wonder what the hell I'm doing. Well, I call her Wonder Woman. I ain't out here cheating on nobody. See, that's the thing about me. I'm too transparent. That's my problem. They think when you're too transparent, people are not used to it. They think you just don't give a damn. that's the whole take of it. If somebody is so transparent, that is a sign that they think you don't give a damn. Which ain't the truth. You actually do give a damn. That's why you're being honest. You let them know everything. Like, I'm not hiding anything. But sometimes, I gotta be quiet or I'ma blow it. Like the one chick, I blew that. I'm like, I can't even. I'm not gonna watch this another day. I told y'all I got up and walked out, and they never seen me again. That was the last time they saw me, except for on Facebook. I got up and walked right out of the house, and they never saw me. I saw my life flash in front of my face. I'm sitting there on the couch and the Bad Girls Club was on again. They was watching Bad Girls Club. Watching it again, I'm like, man, this again. And her mama there, her baby, her. I'm just like, I can't do this, Joe. I'm out. I'm holler at y'all later. I'm out. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm going home. I got in my car and I drove away. I ain't even look back. I knew it was over. I was never talking to that chick again. I was done. I saw my whole life flash beyond my eyes. Bad Girls Club again. I can't deal with that. And the episode was even more stupider than anything I could ever imagine. I was just like, I can't do this, bro. This is it. I just walked straight out the door, got in my car and went home, and they never saw me again. That was like 10 years ago. I feel her on Facebook. I think she's still mad. She's on my friends. She's still on my friends list. She comments on stuff, and I'll try to talk to her. She just ignore me. I'll be like, why would you comment on my page, like stuff on my page? Then I say, hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on? And everything, how the family? And you just totally ignore everything I say. Damn. She should have let it go by now. I thought she was doing good, dating them thugs. She got what she wanted. She wanted a dangerous man. Now she got one dangerous man. Oh, dangerous. Dangerous man got locked up. Dangerous man was in jail. Dangerous man back out of jail. Dangerous man got her doing gun runs. Dangerous man. You wanted to live that Bonnie and Clyde life. How's that working for you? Man, nobody believes Royce won. Gosh, I'm just like, man, even people from Detroit know Royce lost. Damn, Royce. Buddha Black. Look at him. He gonna ride with Royce. Go ahead, man. There you go. Ride with Royce, man. Somebody gotta ride with the dude, cause he damn sure didn't win. He lost round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll take Royce another 3 weeks to respond to this, and he need to just tap out now because he's already done. If Eminem opened his mouth about this battle, Eminem know better. Eminem know he can't do nothing with Lupe. So it will already be over for him. You're going to have to go wake your boss up. Get Eminem out of bed. And Eminem already know better. He going to stay in bed. You living in a shack. Eminem living in a mansion. And you living in a shack. Man, get out of here, boy. No, he ain't living in a shack. He living in a basic house. Paid for by Shady. Overrated. Of course he's overrated. He shouldn't have been rated at all. But he only had one. That Book of Ryan is a masterpiece. And I can tell you that. The Book of Ryan is a masterpiece. Now, he kept throwing stuff up against the wall, and it finally stuck with the Book of Ryan. And once I said that, and everybody, I told you Royce was nice, I'm like, no, hold on. This is the first album he ever rapped on beat. He didn't rap on beat on none of his albums. I couldn't get jiggy with that. And he actually had content. Something he probably should have gave over to Eminem. Now, Eminem is overrated. Especially as a song maker. He's damn sure overrated. No, Royce has one style of rap. Okay, y'all gotta understand that. He can only rap in that 1996 flow. You take that away, he's done. Lupe is a free-form MC. They're the most dangerous rappers to face because they can go from style to style and just throw it together and mix up words and bars. They don't need to have the studio. Like you just said, dog, you got to get comfortable in order for you to make a song. You had to get the right beat. You had to be in the studio. It took you a whole week. I'm press play and record. Care what the beat sound like. Stan was an outstanding concept and Eminem's only great song that the brothers gave him respect for and MCs gave him respect for. That was the one that stood out more than any. And that wasn't his idea. "45 King gave him that song. 45 King got it off a commercial. And then he went, I have the CD. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. You dealing with Cino, man. You ain't dealing with somebody fresh off the block who wasn't around when this was going down. Because Cino listens to music, man. And I know something that's great when I hear it. So as soon as I heard it, I said, wait a minute. That's great. knew it right away. Because there was a time where hip hop and music videos used to all be on television. And they used to be everywhere. You go, well, man, they got everything out. It's like, yeah. I'm looking at all these CDs now. Got my CD rack. Well, this is like 20 some odd years of hip hop and just straight music. This ain't even the iceberg, dude. I wish if I could find all my cassettes. Yeah, we'll really be getting into it. We'll be going through some real hip hop. Yeah, people didn't know, man. This is what was up. Some classic album. That's crazy, and I don't even see it. I know I probably didn't overlooked it 1,000 times. But nevertheless, it is here. No, this is a room y'all don't see that much. Nothing in here really yet. I'm still fixing it up. House got so many rooms. Oh, that's my In Too Deep soundtrack. Okay. How many people ever got this album? Katt Williams rap album. That was never sold. They never end up putting it out for sale. It's the advanced copy that I got from Katt Williams himself. The Pimpin' rap album. Where he basically ended the careers of Chris and Neef. Which was ridiculous. I'm like, when you can't beat a comedian and rapper, your career is over. Well, yeah, Eminem never won a rap battle. He always tried to say because he was white, they wouldn't let the white people do it. But no, he got served. The people there, they didn't care if you was black or white. He knew that. They just used that to play that as an angle. Like, they weren't gonna let Eminem win because he was white. No, he got served. It was always the only time they ripped him off is when he went to LA and got in that contest, and then they ripped him off. And he didn't win. He gave his CD to somebody they didn't care. He went back home, and then the CD got found and all that stuff. Ended right back up where he was going to be anyway. Oh, here it is, right in my face. Right in my face the whole time. What is that? Dido. So when we talking about Stan, this is where the song comes from, Dido. Remember in the video featuring Dido? My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why, and I can't see it all. That's really the song. That beat and that hook, that's the record. That's the whole record. That song was in a commercial. And that's how the 45 King heard that. It's called Thank You. And I want to thank you for giving me the best days of my life. Of course white people love that song. It was a hit song. That beat was sick. That album is sick. So I'm like, man, and I heard it being in the suburbs. It was on one of them. I was at some white people's house. And they was watching one of those music channels that play all the videos, and they was playing rock and all different stuff. They sitting over there smoking a bong in the corner and stuff. Yeah, bro, and I might go over there and buy a skateboard. And, you know, they doing their stuff, and that video came on. There's a music video for it. And it was doom. I thought it was a black girl at first. I'm like, and I can't see her. Even if I could, it would all be again. Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I want to thank you. I was like, oh man, this is a hit. Who is this? That's Dido. Dido. Man, that's a monster song. Bought the CD. So when Eminem came out with Stan, I already had the damn song. So nobody black knew who it was. But when they heard that beat, they said, that's hard. Had the same results, because it don't matter if you're black or white. Once you hear something that's dope, you know it. Once you heard that Stan beat, you knew. And you hear that hook, that's why Eminem, they's like, we got to keep the hook. Of course you got to keep the hook. Then they went and found Dido. Who was Dido? They had to figure out who she was and put her on the record. Sing for the Moment. I mean, that was a good song. I ain't gonna lie, but see, Eminem he followed the same trait. He always did that. He redo an old rock classic, and you know, that's what Run DMC would do. They would take an old rock record and Eminem would rap over it. You know, the song Criminal, which I really loved on that album. I'm a criminal. Criminal. He don't rap criminal no more, because that is the diss record towards the homos. And he couldn't, he had to stop doing that song. I was like, yeah, this is my jam. He came right out dissing him on that song. And he was accused of being a homophobe and everything else. And he had, next thing you know, he got to do a song with Elton John. Elton John's out there singing Stan. My tea's gone cold. And it was like, look, Elton's with it. Eminem, they're holding hands. They're friends. It's okay to like Eminem again. Oh my God, man. At that moment, you knew Eminem had sold out. It was at that moment you knew Eminem had sold out. Oh yeah, today gonna be a hip hop day. Oh, we gonna talk about some good old hip hop today. A hip hop, and you don't stop. To the bang bang boogie, to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. A lot of rappers didn't like me. The first thing to blow me up that got people like, wow, this dude here is for real. Is when Carcino did the video, really, I got a story to tell. Boom! Carcino for life. October 13, 2015. The truth behind Biggie Smalls, I got a story to tell. That was the song. That's what really gave me my props. This is when people start to say, oh, yeah, Carcino's the truth. This is the one everybody got shook from. Because I was the first one to tell you that the person was Anthony Mason. It was me. No one else said it but me. Everybody took credit and went out there and gave Fat Joe my credit when Fat Joe saw my video saying, oh, I thought everybody knew, because I knew. And he just ran out there and said it on ESPN and regretted it. But what they didn't tell y'all, in my video, I also stated who the woman was. And what it was all about. They didn't tell you all that, did they? They never mentioned the woman. Sports and hip hop is all related, buddy. I mean, you'll hear a bunch of lies in hip hop. A lot of stuff people didn't know. There was a lot of things put into place that never came to the forefront. What's up? No, look who's thinking. I'm looking at the doggone screen. What is you talking about? Oh! I was looking at the screen over there. Now you made me drop my damn phone. Dun dun dun. There we go. Now I'm back. Sorry about that. Right, I'm mostly old school hip hop. Today's newer age hip hop, like you tell me about Little Syrupy Pop and Little McNugget 3-piece, you know, Glock 9 master. I don't know who these people are. If they ain't made an album, I don't know who they are. Not mixtape guy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, that you had to be an artist. That's how I know they don't care about the art form. They're using it as the gas to mislead youth. Whoever's the most ignorant, whoever's the most stupid, whoever's on everything negative, they gonna give them the money and the record deal, and they gonna push them out to the public. And that's reckless. And what's messed up is you don't have anybody of stature standing up and talking about this for the youth. If Tupac was here, he would not be sitting back while this was going on. People like Nas and all the people that were supposed to be the leaders, you know, Nas is like, look, I told y'all hip hop is dead. And he wasn't lying. He was dead. And he got his money. And he was letting people know, look, man, don't look for me to make the sacrifice no more. I'm getting my bread. And I'm turning, y'all on y'all own. Hip hop is dead. I'm gone. Yeah, Nas took the bag. When he teamed up with Jay-Z, you know he took the bag. When he teamed up with Jay and came over to Def Jam, that was for the bag. What's up? Texas in the house. Marcus in the bag. No, that's what I'm saying. 50 came along and took everything that was on the table. You know, he started taking everything. That's when hip hop was just dead. That's why when Nas came out with Hip Hop Is Dead album, you know, he had just went through his little thing with 50 and everything when he was over there at Columbia. Nas had to get his soul back together, bro. Nas had got so messed up because Khalees, he tried to take Khalees with him. You know, Khalees went along for the ride. She pulled him out of Queens. She pulled him away from his family, him and his brother. She split them up. Split him up with his daughter, really. He doesn't come see her, but they didn't really get along. So she had Nas basically to herself. That's when you got a dominating woman and you got a beta male like Nas. Nas is a beta. The alpha is Jungle. But Nas is big brother to Jungle. Jungle will listen to Nas. That's the thing. He'll listen to Nas. If Nas say this is what we doing, he gonna roll with it. He still respect him as big brother. Even though he a general and a beast and a goon on them streets. Nas is one of the biggest artists in the world and his brother was on the streets serving. Back when he did Hip Hop Is Dead, Jungle was on the streets. They had a big falling out that I talked about, and everybody said I was lying, and Nas basically confirmed it on IG when Khalees came out. And he was like, I ain't talked to my brother, you know, for years. So my brother didn't get along. Told y'all that. But out of the blue, Nas just called him, told him to meet him, picked him up, Took them right out the hood, and they ain't never been back. Like they been back, but not the way like that. He ain't have to serve no more nothing. Nas had arrived, and he realized like, man, I messed up. This Khalees was wicked. She had to go. Every 50 Cent album has been a classic. Every single one of them. What's up, KT? I don't only rapper I listen to that's in Chicago really is Prince Easy. Prince Easy is the only one because he's the best. Curtis was a classic, really? Yeah. Do you want to know how many classic songs is on there? I Still Make Him. Follow My Lead is on there. I Get Money is on there. How many other records do you need? AO Technology is on there. How many more records do you need again? How many more? Damn, he had so many commercial hits on that album. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Every one could have been a number one record. But man, anybody doubting Lupe Fiasco skills, listen to the Drogas Wave album 1 and 2. If you got Amazon, if you own YouTube, look up the Drogas Wave, and you would never ever doubt Lupe's skill ever again in your life. Just because he's not with the majors and not going to sell out to keep making those type of records. He's not going to do it. He told you that on that album that everybody thought he was going to be the next greatest thing in the world. At that time, when they thought, oh man, he's just incredible. This album is, he was Kendrick Lamar before Kendrick Lamar. And they was like, what happened to Lupe? Well, nothing happened. Lupe just said, nope. And they was like, all right, we're going to skip right over you and go to the next guy. You'll be forgotten about. I just got to be forgotten about because I ain't finna go. You ain't finna just make me go out there and start twisting and shaking the loo. Send them out. Send them in. Nas didn't care about no Ali Vegas. Ali Vegas was taking shots at him. So that was a studio decision. That's how you commit career suicide. It's like going after Jay-Z and you on your first album. You know, you ain't got that kind of stature yet. You know, you gonna make that boy home put your name in your song. You that starving for fame with cocksucker. Come on, say when. Then I'm gonna do it like Dutch Schultz and pass the Dutchie. I blast you, trust me. Yeah, we might do a hip hop day today. You know, I was like, that looked like a video I made, and sure enough, I did make it. It said LeBron championships are all counterfeit. I was like, man, that sounds like something I did. Yeah, it is my video. Lupe versus Kendrick, that would be a battle. That's something I want to see. Or Lupe versus King Los. That would be something. But like that's what I'm saying. So guys who are real structured in their style, like Papoose, he just tortured Kendrick. Like straight tortured him. Kendrick ain't ready for him. How many of my lyrics are in hip hop songs? Oh Jesus, Method Man got it. Who else did say it? Nas, Method Man. Somebody else has said it too, but they ain't like they stole it from me. Just like you have great minds think alike. Like you be like, man, that's an ill bar, and they said. Method Man said it on his first album, on the remix of Method Man. And then Nas on It's Mine. I said, oh my God. Nas, I had to I'm like, where's that rhyme I wrote? Give me that. Throw the whole rhyme away. I don't even want to look at it no more. I mean, as the record was playing, I went and grabbed that. As soon as I heard him say it, I said, oh my God, did he just say what I think he just said? And I was bobbing with the record. Doom, 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 doom. I'm like, oh, they ain't gonna like this on the West Coast. This song is offensive. The life is mine. I was, woo, this is hard. It's got that Scarface beat too. Dum, 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 dum. I said, oh man. And once he said, learn how to leave anything in 30 seconds when you feel the heat coming and flee with the murder weapon. I said, give me that book. Rip that out. Ball that up. Throw it away. The whole rhyme. I don't care. Throw the whole thing away. They like, you could just take that line out. Throw the whole rhyme away. I don't want it. That's how, soon as he said it, the record was still playing. I was like, learn how to leave anything in 30 seconds when you hear the feet coming and flee with them. I was so mad. That's how hip hop used to be back in the day. You don't want to sound like nobody. You don't want nobody saying nothing that you said. Oh, thanks, Larry, man. I appreciate that. And thanks to everybody for the super chat. Yeah, because I knew where I got the line from. Because that was my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies of all time is Heat. With Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Heat. Michael Mann. Heat, baby. And when they sitting at the diner and he says that line, and I was like, nobody has ever used that. And I'm surprised. They always love to use Godfathers, Goodfellas. They'll say all them lines, and nobody remembers that line. And I said, the one that Robert De Niro dropped in that one. And when he started talking about the Heat in 30 seconds, and he's like, if you're not willing to leave everything you love in 30 seconds, if you see the Heat coming around the corner, then you in the wrong business. Can you do that? That's the discipline. When you spot the heat coming around the corner, and when Nas used that and that it's mine, I tore it right out of my book. The entire rhyme and threw it away. Said, learn how to leave anything in 30 seconds when you feel the heat coming and flee with them. Somebody used it. They just used it. It's gone. Threw it right away. Threw it right away. And Method Man used the I'm going to Kentucky, I'm going to the fair to see the senoritas with flowers in their hair. He took that. I had that in there. I'm going to Kentucky, I'm going to the fair to see the senoritas with flowers in their hair. I'm like, oh my God. My mom used to sing that to my baby sister, and she used to screw up the entire song. And she used to say it all the time. She'd be playing with my little sister and saying that doggone song. I'm going to Kentucky, I'm going to the fair to see the senoritas with purple underwear. I'm like, that is not in the lyrics, but my mom just made that up at the end. So I took that and was going to go with that because she had messed up the lyrics so bad, but it actually made sense. The senior senoritas with purple underwear. So I took that version of it and put it in there, but I knew the original version, and Method Man said it the original way. The senior senoritas with flowers in their hair, and Method Man said it. I'm going to Kentucky, I'm going to the fair, the senior senoritas with flowers in their hair. And get mine, because she loved me long time. I was like, hand me that book. What are the odds? What are the odds? And it is true, like, what are the odds, dog? You know, you think of something and you write it down and then somebody else just thought of the same damn thing? I'm like, how? What are the odds? This is incredible. But that's how you know you were good. That's how you know you were on the same level, wavelength. Pick it up, because when people are writing the rhymes that you're writing back then, and you're hearing some of the best top artists in the world use lines that you use. Oh, I had bars for days. That's what I'm saying. I could write bars easy. It was nothing for me. People was, dude, save that. I want to use that. People used it. I don't know how they got it or came up with it. I had that phrase, and I think somebody took it and messed it up. I was like, I hit you with so many rights, you beg for a left. I'm going to hit you with so many rights, you'll beg for a left. And somebody took that and was like, yo, I needs that. And I forgot who used it. Somebody used it. And man, but I had been saying that for years. For years. I'm going to hit you with so many rights, boy, you'll beg for a left. And somebody used it. And I used to say that for years. You said Big Pun took it? But see, I know where I got that from. That's from Chuck Norris, out of an old Chuck Norris karate flick. He told the guy, if you come back in this door again, I'm going to hit you with so many rights, you'll beg for a left. It's an old Chuck Norris karate flick. So I already knew about it, man. That's why I was like, that line, I've been saying it for years. Used to just say it all the time. And the guy that went, it was the other guy that was my friend's, my cousin's friend rather. He the one had that. Hell no. But he ain't say it like I said. But it was similar. It was close to it. But that's where we got it from him. Somebody will say something crazy like, man, would you ever do that? Hell no. Now somebody gonna steal that next. Would you do? Hell no. Now we got now years later, this was going on. This is like in the 90s. We were saying this. And we were just doing it like joking. Man, he just said that he could do that. Would you do it? Hell no. That was the response to everything back then. It's just an in-house thing. And now somebody come out with the hell to the no, hell to the nigga no. And that became a trending thing on YouTube. I was like, oh man. And we have been doing that about 20 years. 50 Cent stopped doing Street King Immortal album because he basically was doing that Street King Immortal because it was part of a promotional thing he was doing for the energy drink company he was doing. It was like the 5-hour energy drink thing. But Street King Immortal was already done. Like that album was out and leaked all over the place. Street King Immortal was done. You could probably go on YouTube and get Street King Immortal. Me singing in a church? Absolutely not. My grandmother sing, all my uncles are singers, my mother's had a band, everybody in my family sung. Mm. Oh man, you talking about old school classic hip hop, like the best freshman class. Um, that's like I told you, I told y'all the truth about Tory Lanez. It's the same thing about him. The guy with no identity. He's a man with no identity. He sounds like Travis Scott. He sounds like about 300 other people. So when Cassidy put out, because Cassidy is one of the most bit rappers of all time. T.I. was stealing from him. See, Cassidy, when he went to jail, and everybody came in and just started doing his thing. Young Jock, I'm in the trap. It's going down. Doing the doggone dance. It's going down. That was the hustler dance that Cassidy was doing. He just basically did the same thing. T.I. versus T.I.P. It's like, come on, man. That's Cassidy versus the hustler. What y'all doing? Now these dudes want to battle themselves. It's like, come on, man. No creativity. None. None. Yeah, he did, man. That's why I couldn't honor Tip after that. Tip coming, man, I've been rapping like this my whole life, man. I came up with the idea for doing TIP, Tip versus T.I. back when I first came out, because everybody still calling me Tip. And I'm like, no, man, I'm T.I. today. So I decided to come up with that. Man, I don't even know who Cassidy was back then. He like, I don't even know who that guy was. But man, these haters, man, they give me so much gas. But I'ma tell you what, man, y'all keep giving me all the gas y'all want. Cause I'ma drive that car. And I've told people back then, see, all the stuff I was telling y'all about Tip, I was telling y'all back then when he was battling Lil Flip. When I was like, yeah, y'all turning on Lil Flip and all that, I'm like, Flip was right. Flip was right. Flip was really in the streets. The people you was talking about and all that stuff, they was standing there with Flip. Talking about they run Clover Lane and all that. The people that you don't really run it, them dudes running. Them dudes are sitting right there next to Flip. They wasn't with you. And you tried to go over there and get a promotional thing like, hey, I'm going to go over here and did Flip in his own hood. He going to ride over there and get punched in the face. See, people don't remember this. You know what I'm saying? But Tip, that's what he was doing. He would start beefs to try to get some attention. Then he went to Luda, and Luda would tear him up. Luda tore his butt up. Every time he went somewhere, he would get tore up. And what kept him from getting his butt whooped all the time is he had Alpha. Alpha Mega was on his side. Flexing behind the money. And then he got into it with Low, and he knew that's too close to home. Yeah. Yeah. Don't I do it big? Don't I do it bad? Don't every time you see me, don't I have a red rag? Don't I be in Crucial Club with my homie CME? Ain't I fresh as I could be? Ain't we deep in VIP now, don't I? Now, don't I? I'm the king of Bankhead. I'm the man of born home. Where that food from? Said he from Cedar. We ain't never seen you. Honey goons deep. Plus we got heaters. Who you gonna run to? Hope it ain't Tamika. Tiny hands nigga. Featherweight punk. Caught with 10 guns. He said caught with 9 guns. Only got 10 months. Man, they was gone. Don't I hear this nigga? Don't I hear he funny? Don't you know this nigga really sound like J Money? Well, he gonna be making another Crime Stopper video. If this doggone trafficking thing don't slow them down, you heard? But let me get up out of here. I'm still up. I ain't been to bed yet. I'm gonna try to force myself to get some sleep so I can come back up hard. Give y'all some more hip hop. We don't stop. And you don't stop. What? And you don't stop. What? And you don't quit. Boop. Uh-oh, how you turn this off?